Welcome everybody. This is Drew Cost, and you are on the Creators Table. And I'm so lucky on this day that I have a special guest that you guys are going to learn a lot from and hear a cool story from my homegirl, Latesisha. Latesisha, what is up?
Hi, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Now, Latesisha, tell if people don't follow you on Instagram, they're already losing because they should be following you. But
I agree.
tell us, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, so hey, everyone, my name is Latesisha. I'm a personal trainer. Well, really an entrepreneur because I actually have more than the personal training business.
Nice.
I am a mom of three, single mom of three, divorced, just really busting it to build businesses and, create, a way of life for myself and my family, while giving back and also changing lives of my clients. So yeah, I kind of dabble in a bunch of different things.
Nice. Now that struck me. What are some of the other businesses that you have or do?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
So I have my personal training business.
Okay.
I also have so the social media stuff. I am a brand ambassador slash partner for a brand which is She Fit.
Okay.
That so when I get paid, that's a separate business that gets paid. Um,
Nice.
yeah, so I also am almost done with my voiceover training, which I will then officially create like an LLC for that as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so my demo, I'm very close to shooting my demo within like the next couple weeks, I believe, with the producer and everything. Um, and then I also have an online e-commerce business, which I'm building the website for. So
Nice. Now, what drives you to create these multiple businesses? Because I have kids too, and kids are businesses by themselves.
they are.
They are full-time businesses. So what drives you to create these others, or what has driven you to create these other businesses?
Yeah, that's a good question. So it's nothing other than a passion for each one of those things. I,
Nice.
I kind of just didn't want to pick one thing to do. I've
Mhm.
never been, even if I tried to have tunnel vision with one thing, I'd be like, but that over there, I really like doing that. And then I would go, I'm not really, so I at some point I just was like, you know what, I'm not going to limit myself.
I like
I
that.
really am interested in voiceover, and I really love the art of voiceover. So I went ahead and did it.
Nice.
I really love giving back, and so the personal training stuff, kind of gives me that ability to like train people virtually or in
Hmm.
person.
Okay.
And so I'm really affecting people's lives, and I'm really able to push them and let them see like they're a lot stronger than they are.
I love it.
And there's that, and then the online ambassador stuff is just what it is. It's like I love creating content, and I'm partnered up with a really amazing company. So it's like my pleasure to do it.
That's
So it just is
amazing.
kind of like none of it is work, yes. But they're more passions than anything. So
I respect it, and I respect it for a couple of reasons. We live in the world now where everyone, if you don't niche down, you're like going against like all rules.
I know.
Where I don't agree with that. I don't knock it. I don't agree with it. So to see you doing these very different things is so cool. Now, I love content. Like I can make content and do content all day. It's rare I find someone who loves content as equal and actually it actually is really good at it. Now for the audience, you guys who don't follow her, I'll make sure you guys get her Instagram before we leave. this lady this lady, the reels that she puts out, it gravitates you immediately. Like I gotta finish this one. And with our attention span being like 5 seconds long, getting someone to look at your stuff for like 10 seconds
I know.
is a good thing. So how do you get into this groove of staying up to date with it and then having fun with it?
So I don't know about staying up to date with it. I
Okay.
personally just pull off of like, I talk a lot about mental health on my in my reels. So there's a bunch of mental health stuff because I'm in therapy. And I feel like it's really important to take care of yourself mentally. It's not
Absolutely.
enough to just go to the gym, and let those endorphins come out for that temporary time. But then you still have your life, and you're not really solving anything.
No, no.
There's a lot in the industry, in the fitness industry, that I don't necessarily agree with. I don't agree with, you know, a lot of people, just working out and thinking that that takes care of their mental health, because it's like a band,
Not at all.
you know what I mean? So it's a bunch of different things, but I just try to talk about what's real to me. And I just leave it like that. I don't I have fun with it. I'm a big goofball. I am the most serious goofball you can ever meet. And I mean that, like, genuinely. Like, I will push you to your limit while joking, and it just kind of lightens up the mood, and you really understand, like, okay, it's not about really being hard on myself, because we do enough of that inside our own heads.
All the time.
We do
All
enough
the
of
time.
that. So, you got to have fun, like, you really do. And it took some time for me to really find my fun again, because I'm not going to lie, life gets pretty difficult sometimes. So
Yes.
that's why I went in therapy. I was like, I really need to find not my fun side again. And so, that's kind of where that came from, because there was a couple of years where I was not able to really pull from that. And I was trying to understand why, but just life, just
Mm.
life is not easy.
It's cool that you said that. I'm a big advocate for mental health, and I'm in therapy too. I think everyone should be in therapy, honestly.
I
I think
agree.
if you're in a fitness field or if you own a business, you should be in therapy.
I agree as well.
Um, because of the amount of demands that it takes. But something you said that that caught me was you mentioned those few seconds of endorphins from working out. They're good. It's essential. It's important, but it's rare that you're going to hear a fitness advocate be an advocate for the therapy
Correct.
because
I trust me. There's not a lot of us out there. There's, I think everybody has their angle that they try to push to try to get clients.
hmm
Mine is not the most popular. I know that, but it's authentic. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you, take this pill. It is going to solve your problems. But wait, buy it from me because I'm the distributor, like,
yeah.
that's not my angle, but that's a lot of people's angle, right? But
Hmm.
that's not mine, and it's not the most popular. My angle is going to take a lot of work, and you probably
Yeah.
don't think you could do it, but I got you. That's my
Yeah.
angle.
Mm.
It's not the most popular, but if you're learning new tools, and you're learning to have grace with yourself, and you're learning how to have healthier boundaries, and you're learning how to have healthier behaviors, that is going to serve you in more areas in your life than just fitness.
Big.
You
That's
know.
big. It's big, and that's how I think that's the main thing that we miss about fitness. That fitness should be holistic. It should
Yeah.
help you develop and have tools so that you can get through life and fitness be something that you enjoy versus I don't know if you see it, but I've seen it now for years. Every time someone works out, they have to go through a list of why they never ever want to work out. And I always say, if you hate it all the time, you might want to do it a little differently. Like
Yeah, there's so many different ways.
there's
Like,
so many different
my
ways.
take on fitness is completely different than, another trainer's. And
Hmm.
that's what makes us unique, I could tell you my clients, when I'm in sessions with my clients, and they're going through my programs, they're looking at me like, girl, I can't believe I did that. And it's just like, I know you can't, but I knew you could do that.
Nice,
And
nice.
it's really about those milestones. I feel like when people have goals, right? And they're achieving them, and they're achieving these milestones. That's the self-confidence. That's where the self-confidence comes, right?
Yes,
That's where
yes.
the self-achievement, the feeling like I'm doing something for myself. It doesn't come when you take, a pill, a detox pill, that's gonna make you lose weight in like 2 weeks.
And
You
gain it
haven't
back.
really done anything, like
Yeah.
hard work, knowing that you busted it to get to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that's that's really where all that growth comes from. Because no one could take that away from you.
And that's the part that I think is beautiful when I see other trainers, people in the field. When I see another trainer like you who are in the field like that, I know for a fact that they are not in it to be that fitness guru.
No.
They're in it because something was sparked in their life that made them realize this growth is essential, it's real, and I can
Right.
help somebody else duplicate it. But it kind of to go off subject, I want to know what got you into the voiceovers part, because
Oh yeah.
that's an interesting field.
You know what? It's funny because I've always not liked my voice when I was
Tell
I
us
was
about
made
that.
fun of. I was made fun of. You know how it is. You let other people's words discourage you. So I come from a Guyanese background. My grandparents were extremely strict. So if I didn't pronounce something correctly, I would get my tail beat. Like that, it
Oh
was
wow.
that simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather did not play. I have stories upon stories of my brother pronouncing stuff and my grandfather just kind of doing some ridiculous thing that I was just like, wow, I'm not letting that happen to me. So I was always like, yes, ma'am, no, sir. Like that was me. Like I learned from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
So, so fast forward on TikTok, I ended up collaborating with a gentleman named Milton Spence.
Okay.
And he's like a genius with creating content and original content. And he just has a gift for like writing. Okay. So I actually collabed with him last year, and the series did so well. It's called Two Faces. It ended up doing so well on TikTok, and a lot of it I actually did a voiceover. Now, in my
Wow.
mind, I was just like, I'm just gonna let go and just see what happens. I'm just gonna let go and just let this character be the character that I know it could be.
Ah.
My voiceovers ended up being the number one thing that people loved about the series. Ironically, right?
Wow.
So
Wow.
I was just like, I like this. I really
Wow.
like this. But truth be told, I actually started my voiceover training back in 2019 before the series came about, and I was not ready, which is I wanted to do it, but I was so rigid. I was not ready to let go. And
Uh-huh.
then by the time the series came, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go for it. And it just ended up working. So then,
Wow.
and it taught me a lot. So, now my voiceover training with my personal voiceover coach, who is a professional voiceover artist who's done a lot of work. She's in video games, it's like she's like the real deal.
Wow.
Yeah, she, you know, I like the fact that, she gets so excited when she hears if I record a script and things like that, and what I do with my voice and all the things that I'm learning. And it's really fun. It's like such an art, and we all could do it. That's the interesting thing. We all could do it. It's like
Hmm.
you think you can't, but you really, it's just talking, right? And you see how if I'm excited, you can feel my energy because of how my voice goes up and down, and that's all it is. If you can take
Wow.
that and if you can translate that into a script, you can voice over like that.
Now
It's literally that simple.
that's wild because
Yeah.
I literally hated my voice for years, like similar and I didn't hate it because I had proper grammar. I just thought I had a real high pitched voice for some reason, and I
Your
just thought
voice is so good for voiceover. Trust me.
maybe it's the mic.
They need the diversity. and you can't listen to somebody's voice and be like, he hated, I can see why he hated him, but no, you don't, like, you don't think that. You literally, you're either captivated because of how they read the script, like how,
Uh,
right? That's all it is.
that
That's
and
all
I never knew that's what it was.
that's
Because
all
I would
it is.
always marvel at people who does that. I on the weekends I do some filming for it's a place you're from Connecticut, so you may know it, the Excel Center. Um
Okay, yeah,
and
I've heard of it.
I had a chance recently. I was sitting next, I didn't know at first, the guy who does the announcements and
Okay.
the broadcasting stuff. So I didn't know this was the guy. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like getting ready to do my stuff.
Mhm.
And he like goes into like this mode, like ladies and gentlemen, now
It's on the switch, right?
but he flipped it on so well that I was like, I was startled. And I
But
looked
he's
and
been doing it for so
oh
long,
my, he was
right?
so
But his
quick.
regular talking voice, you probably couldn't tell.
No,
And that's all I'm saying.
no.
So it literally is a performance. I mean, depending on what
Ah,
you're doing, right? So doing like announcements, that's definitely a performance.
yeah,
The guy in the UFC, the one he's like,
yeah.
it's taught, like that. Everybody knows that guy because of his
Think of his
performance.
voice. Now, so the thing that got me was when and to piggyback what you said, when he finished, I looked at him and I was like, dude, you're that person? Like, you're the person that does this? Like, oh
Mhm.
my, I thought it was like a machine or like
Regular
something like that.
getting
So
paid just
now,
to talk.
do you use the voice in your sessions, in your training sessions?
Do I use what?
Like do you have like an alternative voice that you use in your training sessions?
So no, so
Okay,
I because
that'll be
that's
scary.
announcements and it's different. It's different. Like I'm not interested in announcements. My voice, according to my coach, my voice is more like a doing like corporate trainings or commercials, right?
Mm,
There's people that are super animated that can go into you know, that can go into video games. That's not really the route that I want to go
okay.
with my voiceover, but who knows? The more and more I grow, who knows?
Who
But I
knows?
mean, at the moment, it's not that would be me forcing myself to go in that direction.
Okay.
And so I would be more interested in like commercials and things like that. So yeah.
That makes that's awesome. You're a woman of many talents. So what 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 do you want to happen, let's say, for you in the
Mhm.
next, let's say the next year, let's say from November the 18th to 2022 to November the 18th in 2023. Like, what do you want to happen for you?
Well, a year from now, I think about this all the time. Actually, every day. So like a year from now, I would love for all of my businesses to actually be successful, like
Nice.
successful. I mean, I think people kind of I'm synonymous in a way with SheFit, right? When you
Okay.
think of SheFit, you think of me, especially if you've been following me for a while, or if you follow SheFit. Um, so that's kind of like a okay, yes, that is what that's what my goal was, right? Which is to really, really push myself to be out there and to be known, as one of the people that is associated with SheFit. Um,
Nice.
so with respect to the personal training, I would want so my goal is to have my online business to primarily be online. I don't mind training people in person, but the goal is to be like 99.9% online.
How
Okay.
close are you now to it?
So I am training clients virtually. But I also offer classes, that I have to still fill up and things like that. So it's still in the beginning stages, right?
Okay. Okay.
So I actually have all of this stuff, all of my programs to offer, just really, working to acquire the clients,
Okay.
right?
Nice. Nice.
So technically it's there, but like I said, successful. So
Yeah.
actively working, actively having all of my classes full, having a full schedule of clients that I am working with, things like that. And then when it comes to the voiceover, just um, successfully being able to book auditions and things like that, and actually booking the job. So a year from now, every single one of those businesses successful, actively running. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're coming to the end. We have what I would call rapid fire questions or speedy questions. So the whole goal of this is not to overthink it. Just answer whatever comes to your head because no one's an overthinker in life.
Yeah, right, right. What is that?
Who would dare say something like that? So it's a couple questions, and then we'll get your information so people can follow you and do some business with you. All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, M&Ms or Skittles?
Skittles.
Ooh, all right. Snow or sunshine?
Sunshine.
Okay. Favorite movie?
A League of Their Own.
Ah, I didn't know anyone knew that movie.
Are you kidding me?
With
That
Tom
is
Hanks,
my movie.
Girls
Yeah,
Don't
A
Cry
League
in
of Their Own.
Baseball. Wow. Okay, okay, okay.
There's
Ah,
a series on Prime too, and I
so
watched that.
is
It's
it
different, but it's still damn good.
when I saw this series come up, I was like, this can't be piggybacking off of that movie.
It's the characters are kind of reminiscent, and obviously the plot is a lot different.
Okay.
It's so good though. I binge watched that whole thing. I can't wait till the next season.
Okay, you got me sold. I gotta do it. If you had one place to live at in the world, where would you live?
The Maldives.
Huh. Tell us why.
It's a gorgeous place. It's like it takes like 2 days to get there. It's a way. I mean, if I'm gonna be training people virtually and doing voiceovers, why not live in paradise? You only need Wi-Fi to do both,
You
right?
only need Wi-Fi. You only need
So
Wi-Fi. Yeah, I like it.
I
I
don't need to
like
be
it.
physically here.
I like it. Describe to us a perfect day for you.
Describe a perfect day for me.
Yep.
Ooh, um, a perfect day, I guess, would consist of waking up, doing my 15-minute meditation, getting the kids up, nobody throwing a temper tantrum, everybody
Mm.
getting ready for school, me dropping them off, being able to, train clients, answer emails, maybe a few bumps in the road, but nothing crazy. Then homeschooling my little one, because I do homeschool her now,
Beautiful.
3 year old. And then one thing that I don't get to do is spend a lot of time with the kids because I'm always consumed with like work. Um,
Mhm.
so I would love like to be able to just shut off at 5 p.m. and take the kids and go somewhere.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that.
that would be the perfect day. Just yeah.
I hope that happens for you before the year ends.
Yeah, I'm working on it. The boundaries in the business are there, but I still have some tightening up to do,
Okay.
that's one of the areas. But I'm not all over the place with my time. It's just, I there's things like, oh, I forgot to do that. And here I am 20 minutes and 30 minutes on the computer, like, so it's like, you know, I'm here and there, here and there, here and there. I just
Yes.
shut off and just be present with the kids.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Favorite food?
What's interesting? I really don't have a favorite food. Yeah, I don't.
Favorite
I know
snack?
it's weird. Yeah.
No snack either?
I don't have a favorite because I don't eat. I typically eat just to fuel my body.
Yeah, yep, yep,
I
yep.
know it's weird, but
That's
I
not
don't
weird.
yeah, I enjoy what I eat, but I don't eat like, oh my God, it's just, like I just eat to fuel my body. That's it.
I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
One thing you want to cross off your bucket list in the next 5 years.
Um, I think a priority for me is spending a lot more time with the kids and
I
being
love
present.
it. I
Like
love it.
that would trump anything.
I love it. I love it. Now, Lateisha, tell the people where they can find you so they can follow this woman of many talents and incredibleness.
Yeah, so you can find me on LinkedIn, Lateisha D, Lateisha, and then the letter D. That's on
Mhm.
LinkedIn. You can find me on Instagram, L_B_OOGY, L Boogie. Okay. That's my personal page. My fitness page is L Boogie. So LBOOGY.
Okay, okay. Then you have a
And I'm also
TikTok
on
too?
Facebook. Oh, TikTok. Sorry,
Okay.
TikTok. Yes. So on TikTok, I am the L Boogie. So TheElBoogy. That's TikTok. And on Facebook, my L Boogie page is L Boogie LLC. So LBOOGY and then LLC.
Nice, nice. Well,